Started.
Zombie on the track.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
We're going to start off with our first performer. Her name's Ariana Brown. If you could please come up, Ariana. All right, Ariana, you know the procedure. Come on up. I'm scared. No, you shouldn't be scared.
All right, let's go.
All right, y'all ready? All right. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call.
Ariana.
Yeah.
I like to write.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
Poems tonight.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. How's everybody doing? Y'all alright?
Yeah. Woo.
Thank you for being here today to come listen to poems. It's so hard to get people excited about poetry, so we really appreciate you being here. I like you. So I am the co-founder of Spitshine Poetry, which is the only on-campus student organization that does spoken word poetry on a regular basis. Wow. Our other co-founders in the audience, Zach, will you wave to everybody, Zach? So if you have any questions about what Spitshine does or you want to know more about our events, please come talk to me or Zach after the show. I'm also a mentor for the Youth Slam here in Austin. I work with kids ages 13 to 19, getting them on stage for the first time. So if you want to come see any of those performances, please come talk to me afterwards. I'm going to do my poem now. One. Some carry tongues for days. Others, like myself, keep words in our bellies like we're going to gain interest on them simply by waiting. I've learned to be a patient person, a modest monster, a skilled silence. I'm quiet. I bow out of conversation, become jealous of those with free tongues and syllables that move like avalanches. I'm still stagnant, trying to get in the habit of being heard. Poetry helps, but off stage, people forget that those not speaking, appearing to breathe or move, still have a pulse. Ariana, haven't you heard that nobody dances like that anymore? Like they're scared of spotlight as much as they are of fading. No one knows what you're still waiting for. You make this music of yourself. No one but you can hear. You've been left off the soundtrack. The critics spelled your name wrong. Nobody saw you still singing. See, I assume that people notice the little things, but most of the time, they don't. I could show you holes in my speech from each person who left after ignoring the drums and my breath, but I'm still working on teaching the poem of my body that speaking up is a healthy first step. No one wants to read a story that stopped telling itself. 2. Welcome to my heart. There's stories in the fridge, and a boarded up theme song I'm still learning the words to. Come, I'll hum something you know. I know I don't look like the truth you're used to, but I can be a useful telescope, or an extra backbone, or a gospel, or origami. For even when you fold me into a corner, I'll prove I still have something to give. Thank you for making me work for your attention. I spend most of my voice in margins, and other people's skin and the reflection of a mirror, but none of them hold me the way this room does, the way a poem rubs the dirt of my mistakes into my complexion. I am becoming my own earth, learning to stand up and love the jagged valleys that paved me, though it pains me to be this bright in a galaxy of constant night. I give up disappearing. I will not be invisible for you. Boxed in, straight edge with no split ends, I will remember myself, especially when others choose not to. I am worth it, stronger than a forfeit, and so necessary. Thank you.
Alright, so up next we have Ariana again.
I mean, we love her poetry so much, we gave her a second chance.
Gave her a second chance.
I think we need this. Shibuya. I mean, you're
the relationship.
so you just go straight forward.
Yeah, you guys remember me, right? I was here earlier. Okay.
Alright, we'll go straight to it.
Sabrina, that was wonderful. So for anybody like Sabrina who does poems, likes to do poetry, and wants to be a part of a community that writes poems together and workshops them together, Spitshine Poetry, which most of the poets that you saw tonight were from Spitshine. We meet every Thursday, 7 to about 8:30 in Parlin 105. So like right at this time, you could be like doing poetry with us every week. So of course we won't be here next week because it's like that's Thanksgiving. That'd be weird. But we will start the Thursday after that. So if you're interested, you can come talk to me. You can come talk to any of the poets you saw tonight, or Zach, or you can just look for the Spitshine Poetry UT group on Facebook, and we'll definitely add you on that. Who's from San Antonio, by the way? Very nice. You know, not a lot of people at UT are from San Antonio. Most are like from Dallas or Houston. So I'm from San Antonio, and this poem is like about my experiences like growing up there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Pressed between pages of unwritten narratives, we are dried flowers, gasping for a sip of acceptance at a water fountain that 50 years ago would have denied us the right to drink, denied us the right to be. I've been thirsty and lost on streets called hallways and dreams called some days, avoiding the scorching sun's rays, praying for a storm, waiting for a rainbow to ride up out of here. The kids whose faces are already aging in early grades because the grapevine whispers gruesome gossip from gullible gun-mouth gargoyles who don't know how to give. For the black kids, the multiracial kids, the ones who don't look like the people in the textbooks, for my cousins Micah and Nakaria. They won't say you're beautiful. They will ask questions about your hair. They will stick things in your hair. They will assume they know you. Expect to be unfamiliar with invisibility. Don't answer to the N-word willingly. A black president will not guarantee your emotional safety, so wear a seatbelt at all times. They will expect you to crash, cave, fold, fall, escape, shut your eyes in books and run away from the very thing that will save you. Sing your growing pains. You paint-strewn mosaic, however long it takes you. Let the grito in your lungs meet the funk in your blood, meet the panther on your tongue, meet la raza in your love. You are a cross-cultural sampling that even hip-hop doesn't know how to address yet. But keep believing. Like blossom is the only B word you'll ever be called. Dig, unearth your roots, find your footing with the gods or the spirits or poetry, wherever you can be yourself, because you will be overwhelmed with the magnitude of the madness they won't teach you in school. But don't let their wordplay skip the mixtape out of you. Scratch, shuffle your way back to knowledge, and therein your story will be. Let your warrior instincts dictate your flow, and go. Read, discover, learn all you can digest, lest you forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from or what you are made of. Contrary to popular belief, darkness is nothing to be afraid of. Love, even when they don't understand you. They won't always understand you, but if true beauty is beyond description, you are beyond translation, so don't blame them for not knowing how to speak to you. Don't accept anything less than your truth. And if you can't find it, write it. If you can't see it, speak it. We were martyred for centuries so these moments could be this honest. Honor our fallen by loving your skin and every huey that gave a hue to make you. And when the world bends your stem and threatens to break you,